Hey, Tony, we got playoff action. We've got mountains. We've got biking. We've got stuff we're mad about. So let's talk about it.
Corey, I am so mad at you right now.
We'll save it.
I'm mad.
Let's get into it.
Okay.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Trailside Dukes. Appreciate you being here with us. Fun stuff this week. We've got, all sorts of playoff action. You're mad at me about something.
Corey, we got a great show today. You know what I mean? And any show that starts off with me being mad at you is going to be a good one. I mean, it's going to be fiery. There might be some old school, just beat down.
Really?
Oh, gosh. It might happen.
So what are you upset about with me? Are you going to save it for I'm mad?
Yeah, Corey, it's going to be a surprise.
Okay.
It's just going to come out at a surprising moment. That's the excitement of the podcast.
Okay.
Are you going to be more tense now?
Not at all.
Okay.
No, I'll be ready.
Well,
I'm ready for what you have.
Maybe we should start with the show.
All right. What do you want to talk about first?
I don't know. What did we say?
You got any questions for me?
I do have a question.
Okay.
Well, are you talking about question of the week?
Let's do question of the week.
Corey, we haven't done this in a bit. You know what I mean? Question of the week.
Right.
Do you remember question of the week was our most popular one where it was how many geese could you take in a cage match?
That was
right?
during, I think, season 1.
Yeah, and you said 3 before they would kill you, right? Like me, I was like 50, but you said 3 would just take you over.
3 would be tough.
3 angry geese.
I think I moved it up to 6 by the end of that.
Maybe 4. Yeah.
Okay.
But moving on, we're in season 3 now, so question of the week has evolved.
Right.
So now we're talking about something like this. So Corey, do you remember? Don't shake your eyes at me. Do you remember? Do you know when in the next college football game at Lambeau Field will be played and by who?
Well, it's sometime in next year, like 2026.
You don't think it could be this fall?
No.
At
I don't
Lambeau?
know. What's this fall? No.
Lambeau.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's my guess is 2026.
Do you know where Lambeau is?
You ask us this a
Lambeau
lot. You
Field?
ask everybody up at Silver Mountain if they know where Lambeau Field is.
I love to ask the lifties if they know where Lambeau Field is, because if they don't know, they're thinking maybe it's a ski run. You know what I mean? They're not
Lambeau
sure.
Field, the ski run?
They're not sure. I'm saying, hey, do you know where Lambeau Field is? And they're like, a couple of them laugh, but most of them are like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Right?
But for those of you that don't know, Tony is a big Packers fan.
Yep.
If you've been watching our show, you probably know that. But he usually wears a Packers jersey when he's up there on the ski slopes.
Sometimes.
And he's got some kind of Packer beanie or something on.
Oh, yeah.
And he's always just yelling at everybody if they know where Lambeau Field is.
Yes. Yeah, it's fun. Especially when you get the beard on, too. I got that fake beard thing. It's kind of fun.
So, I don't know, Wisconsin and somebody else.
Correct.
Wisconsin's got to be the home team.
Wisconsin is playing Notre Dame
That's
at
a big
Lambeau
deal.
in 2026. It's a September game, so it's early. They start playing
So
out
an
of
outdoor
conference.
series thingy.
In Lambeau. Oh, my gosh. It's going to be so fun. You know what I mean? I bet you the Wisconsinites are going to just tailgate, and that would be a fun game to go see.
Notre Dame's got a good team.
If you're a big Notre Dame fan,
you know?
Coach Schaefer, he's a big Notre Dame fan. I could see him going. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know.
Wow, really?
He's coaching.
That big,
he's coaching football, but
right.
So I doubt he's going, but I'm sure he would go there in a heartbeat.
Okay.
Yeah, fun. So
good question.
Great question, Corey.
Yeah.
Okay, so email us your question. Maybe you got something interesting about when was the last time the Minnesota Vikings won a Super Bowl?
That could be a good one.
Do you know?
I don't know. Would have died in 70s?
Never?
Never?
Yes.
Okay,
It's
sorry.
never.
I don't know.
Well, you should know that.
Well, if the team hasn't ever won, it's kind of hard to, like, you think, like, well, maybe they've at least won one.
There's only a few teams in the NFL
Right?
that have never won a Super Bowl. I mean, a lot of these newer franchise teams have won Super Bowls, but Minnesota, they've been there for a long time.
Yeah.
No.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing with Fran the man, huh?
No, they got nothing. They did
Wow.
play in a Super Bowl. They lost,
Okay.
but Frank couldn't do it. But maybe they got their faith in what's his name now? Who's that guy from Michigan? Can't even think of his name.
I don't know.
Yeah. Well, we're not Vikings fans, so it's okay. But yeah, we'll see what happens. Maybe.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
let's stay with sports, pro sports and
Let's
stuff.
do it.
I just wanted to just say how awesome it is. This time of year is fun, right? Because you got all sorts of playoffs. You got hockey playoffs, you got baseball, you got the NBA playoffs.
It's
And I
super
will
fun.
say this, the NBA has gotten pretty fun to watch.
I agree.
As of late. Like,
Yeah.
I felt out of after the 90s, I kind of fell out of basketball. I just didn't feel like it was quite the same game. But now it's actually, the playoffs are fun to watch. And they're starting to get to that caliber of, like, really exciting TV and with the basketball games going on.
I'm trying to fold
So,
this.
I don't know. There's been some awesome matchups, great players on a lot of teams, so it is fun for me to watch when I do get to watch a little bit of it. So I just wanted to say that about the NBA stuff. You got some NHL action for us?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't watch a ton of NBA, but like you, this is a fun time of year to chime in.
Yeah.
So, and kind of, I was cheering for the Lakers because of Doncic. They're out. But then I was like, normal years, I'd kind of be like, not going to
Yeah.
pay it. But it's fun. Like I watched.
There's all sorts of dudes that are really good now.
Dude, the game last night
all
with the
the
Pacers and Knicks, game one. And Tyrese Halliburton throws up like what was almost a 3-pointer to win the game. But his toe was on the line, so he ended up just tying the game, and then they win in overtime. But there's just been some exciting games.
Yeah.
Super fun.
Yeah.
Yep. So hey, on the other side of that, like NHL, super fun. You know what I mean? Some really good games. I was kind of cheering for the Leafs, and gosh, the Leafs
thought they were gonna get them.
The Leafs
let
are
them off the
good
hook.
team. They're a good team, and frick, they jumped up like 3-1 or something like that, and then
Florida came roaring.
Florida
back.
comes back and wins at Game 7. Just kind of like really just slapped them across the face with like a fish or something. You know what I mean?
It.
And the Leafs lose, and they are cursed. Like
Oh yeah, they've talked about this.
when you talk about teams like the Leafs are kind of the Minnesota Vikings of the NHL. Although they've won Stanley Cups, right? But not since like long time ago. So at least they got that going for them. They've won the big one, but poor Minnesota. Anyways, the Leafs following that series, and now I've kind of gotten to know the Florida team and stuff, and Kachuk, like those Kachuk brothers are tough. It was fun to watch them in that Canada USA battle, and so that's been fun, and Stanley Cup's coming up, which is just an exciting time to watch hockey. They play at a different level than they normally do when you watch playoffs.
Yeah. Playoff hockey's awesome.
Oh, it's so rough, Corey. Can I show you like some of the elbowing that happens in those games? Like I just went.
Oh, yeah. I saw the other night, like one guy fired a puck at another dude, and then I saw a
got a penalty.
I don't know what series it was. It was recently, but a guy cross-checked the dude right in the face.
Yeah.
And it looked like it was a quick, like on purpose, like boom. And I was like, holy cow, that guy just took a stick, double fisted right to the teeth, man.
Rough game.
Ouch.
So there's a Carolina Florida game on right now, and Florida's taking it to Carolina. But what's fun, Corey, I'd never done this before. I had some of my Canadian buddies tell me this, and I was like, are you serious? Because I like to watch like the Canadian telecasters for hockey games. But but today I just had the TV on and I was watching TNT's, and the TV jumped on the alternate version. So kind of like the NFL does the Peyton Manning,
like the Manning cast,
Monday Night Football.
Okay, so they have something for hockey.
They have that like for hockey. Some guys sitting on the couches, some guys that they zoom in and
they bring in guests and all that stuff. Same kind of format.
Fun. But I like the host. I can't think of his name. He's got this like mustache stuff. Kind of look like you in the 70s.
Mustache stuff.
Yeah,
I wasn't even around in the 70s.
He's got like a thick mustache, but whatever. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Do you remember when you dress up like the village people?
No.
Remember you have pictures of yourself?
No.
Wasn't that like Super
know
Dave?
what you're talking about.
Super Dave character when you dressed up like that?
No, not at all.
But and then they had Charles Barkley on there. And fun to
for
listen.
hockey?
He's a huge hockey fan.
Really?
And that's what when my buddies were saying, like, you should listen to him. Like, he's a big hockey fan, and he always jumps in on that show. I mean, it's on TNT, so I'm sure it's a marketing thing.
Yeah.
But he's also really good. Like, he was insightful. He wasn't like detailed X and O's guy, but he knows his sports, and he was talking about all kinds of different aspects, and just like, and I was impressed, and it was super fun hearing the 3-4 of them joke around and talk hockey stuff.
Wow.
Yeah. So I recommend the TNT alternate version. Kind of fun. And I'm normally
I haven't seen it.
I don't like the ESPN Manning brothers. It drives me crazy. I just want to watch the game and listen to the commentators. I don't like all the joking
jibber
around.
jabber and all that stuff.
I mean, I get enough of that with you.
I do like it when they have other guys on and they are looking at a formation, like guys that have played the game, and they say, okay, here's what's going to happen here before pre-snap. And it's like, holy cow, like this, it's pretty cool to see from a non, like, I love football, and usually I can kind of see what's going on and tell what's happening. But when you get it from a quarterback that they have on the show,
it's
and
fun.
It's just all the reads and
it's
pre-snap, and I'm like, oh man. And then they got to, they're switching stuff, and I like that. I think that stuff's cool.
I need to give it another try.
Chess match.
I enjoyed this conversation between these guys, but I will tell you this: at some point, before you came over and I was eating and stuff, I turned it to the play-by-play. I just I have enough. I don't want to listen to the whole game of these guys jibber jabbering.
Yeah.
So, but I will try the Manning brothers again. What are we on to next?
Well, we can go beyond the trailhead if you'd like.
I think we should go beyond the trailhead.
All right.
Do you have any toilet paper?
Yes, I think so. Yeah, always carry it in the pack, right?
Okay, Trailside Duke.
Yeah.
Yep, it happens.
So for Beyond the Trailhead this week, we just wanted to kind of go over, you were interested in my trip, right? Because we haven't seen each other in a little while, and you were asking me, and I said, let's save it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so had the chance, every year I bring Kobe back from school. We drive up, or we'll drive down, depending on it. I'll fly down and then drive up with him. And
are you very introspective on that trip?
As far as like just sharing knowledge of the world and life in
to your
general
son?
To my son, there's a little bit of that maybe. I don't know. Not a ton. Okay. It's just more of like having a fun time, and we plan stuff on the way back. We make stops and stuff like that. So
super fun.
This time we did a little bit of a different route on the way back home, and we went through the different part of Utah that we hadn't seen before, the southern part of Utah, where we went. Gosh, I can't even think of the name of the place.
Did you go to that canyon area where that one guy had to like gnaw his arm off?
What?
Well, there's like a movie on it.
Where he gnaws his arm off?
He was canyoneering, and the boulder fell again, and then he couldn't get his arm out. And he was by himself. You don't know this story?
I don't know the story.
Well, he had a jackknife, so he had to just.
Yeah. Whoa! Really?
Yes, that's a true story. You don't know that story?
I don't think I do.
Okay.
No, but we came up through. I don't know. First thing we hit was Monument Valley. Hadn't seen that before. Kind of cool area. Really cool when you kind of come up through it and you get close. There's just all of a sudden there's.
Will you put a picture up on the screen?
Oh yeah, for sure. Huge rock formations and stuff like that. Really cool.
I like
area.
that one with Kobe. Is that where that one with Kobe was?
I think
Don't
that
put
was
that one on, by the way.
That was. Oh, I know the one you're talking about. No, that was at Arches from a few years ago. We won't put that one on.
No, don't put that one on.
No, that one's just for the boys.
Right.
So Monument Valley, really cool. Made a stop there and then just kept on going. We stayed the night in Moab.
I've spent a few nights in Moab.
Yeah, so this was our second time to Moab.
Killer. I haven't been there since like 2003.
Yeah. Yeah, awesome place.
We stayed at a place that had a pool and like these bunk bed cabin things. We
Yeah,
stayed with Nick and his dad and one of his dad's work buddies.
there's all sorts of cool little places down there now. It's really just exploded for the little area that they have.
Yeah.
But yeah, this was our second time going there. Stayed the night. Rolled into town on I think it was like a Thursday night. Thursday
It's
night.
like Cowboys. Was your music blaring?
Kinda.
Kobe
Yeah,
have
well,
his
yeah. We
guns?
got a set list. He's got a set list he calls Moab bound.
Kobe have his
our
like
first
legs hanging out the window, trying to like
No.
show off to
Rocking
the
out.
Moabanites.
But came rolling into town on Thursday, and the town is packed. It is just packed. Like I had not seen it that way the trip that we had before, and it was just loaded with RVs and people everywhere. I was like, holy cow, this is nuts. Not what I was expecting.
Were you wearing your Super Dave Osborne outfit?
I was not.
Okay.
But I, let's see, had a nice dinner, big Mexican dinner that night. After we checked in, next morning we went mountain biking. We mountain biked pretty much most of the day the next morning.
Bring food?
No, we did. I didn't know how long it would take. So we did.
That's not smart. Was it hot?
No, we went earlier in the morning. It was good temperature. It got hot when we were starting to finish up. But yeah, went up to Dead Horse State Park.
You didn't have any snack bars in your Camelback or something in your pocket?
I can't remember. Maybe.
Do you have something in your pocket right now?
What is that's my
what is that?
That's my pectoral.
What do you got in there?
Just a lot of muscle.
Really?
Oh yeah. Did you feel it?
No.
Okay.
Were you flexing
Maybe it's
it?
just a pillow.
Were you flexing it?
No, it
Are you
wasn't.
flexing it now?
No.
Try it.
Why?
Give it a little.
You want me to do a little?
Yeah, give it. A little.
I don't want to. Well, you're wearing a tight T-shirt. You stole Jessica's T-shirt, Blue Jays shirt.
It's my shirt.
So now you can see stuff moving.
Jeez, we didn't even talk MLB.
So anyways, did our mountain biking. It was awesome. Did like 20-something miles. Kobe was a champ. He was.
You guys have e-bikes?
Yeah, I got e-bikes.
Oh my gosh.
Well, he doesn't mountain bike,
You
and he doesn't
cheated.
like it. And
You
he
totally
he
cheated.
needed it.
No, it's good
And
for him to
and
like.
then at the end, I was like, no, here's the thing. We went skiing the next day. We met up with our good buddies, Tony and Turner, up in Salt Lake City, and we had to ski. So I needed to save his legs a little bit.
No saving his legs.
Okay, well,
Dang it. All right.
you know what?
Well,
He enjoyed it. He liked it.
He would have
Okay?
liked the other one too.
No, he wouldn't have. It
would've
would
been
have
good
taken
for him.
forever.
Would have been good for him.
It probably would have, but it wouldn't have been good for us the rest of the trip. I'll tell you that.
I'm just kidding.
Next day, went and hit Snowbird with the
Cox
Cox
mountain
boys.
bikes?
No, skiing.
Okay.
We went skiing up at Snowbird.
How was the snow?
Awesome.
Really?
Great spring day.
Sunny?
Very sunny. Yep, and the snow didn't get really sticky like it did the year before, so it was great. It was awesome. Hitting the Cirque
saw the
terrain.
picture.
We kept doing some Cirque
Cirque du
laps.
Soleil?
It's just called the Cirque, right off the tram line. Just awesome. Super fun day. Got
Was it
this
crowded?
No, it wasn't too bad.
Waiting in line at the chairs?
Not really.
Ski
no,
right
just
up?
maybe the first few runs on the backside before it warmed up. But that's the cool thing I wanted to. Some people don't know this, but there's a tunnel that goes through the front side to the back side, where you can take this magic carpet through the tunnel, and they've got artifacts from back in the days from making the tunnel, and they
Really?
got pictures, old time pictures. So it's kind of like a
Cool.
little
All lit up?
museum kind of thing. Yeah, it's lit up, and
Kind of like that barn at
you go
Schweitzer.
through the. Well, this is better than that because this goes through the mountain itself. Like you're going through the mountain.
That's awesome.
And then you pop out on the other side and you got these awesome shots of the backside bowl. It's just awesome.
So it's like
really
the
cool place.
Hiawatha of Utah.
A little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah. Super fun trip.
That's awesome.
Awesome.
What if you fell over in there? Like, what would happen? If you fell off the magic
It would
carpet?
just be like falling on any other magic carpet. Nobody knows and it's going to just keep going.
Jeez, you might be.
I don't think they have anybody in there to see like,
You
hey,
might-
shut it down, Bob. like my kid's laying here.
You might be trapped in there,
getting ripped by the carpet.
Did they solve the Utah ski resorts like lifty strike? They must have solved that, eh? Remember when we talked about that? Yeah, but
that was that's over. That was somewhere else in Utah.
City?
Yeah, that wasn't where we were at. That wasn't Snowbird.
Okay,
Snowbird's got it down.
Okay, and sweet mountain biking.
Yeah, fun trip.
It's killer, man.
Mountain bike, ski, all in the same weekend. Can't beat that. That was awesome.
Nope, good for you.
Good food, good beverages, good times with the kids.
You kind of ruined Kobe's vacation by getting him an e-bike, but you know.
Funny part.
Did he even sweat?
He was, yeah.
Okay.
So we're getting near the end of our ride, and we'd been doing, to finish it off, we did this Black Diamond route. A lot of boulders, a lot of punch climbs and stuff. Hard stuff if you're not used to it. I mean, heck, we don't get that a lot in our neck of the woods here, but it's a workout when you go do that down in other places.
You get a workout riding an e-bike.
So kind of. I was like, all right, Kobe, well, let's crank up the e-bikes a notch and get the heck out of here, because he was getting tired.
Did he crash?
He goes, Dad, I've been maxed out for like the last hour and a half the whole time. And I go, oh, okay.
Did he run out of juice?
I think so.
He ran out of battery juice?
No. His legs started bothering him.
I get that, but his battery never ran out? No, that's good.
No.
That's good.
Because we were riding from like 9 a.m. till 2 p.m. Like we were doing long rides.
On an e-bike, that's fun.
Yeah, and he had a blast.
And
it makes him like biking.
Yeah, it's awesome. Did you do a big loop?
Yeah, we did a big loop around the rim, came back, crossed over, did another rim right over on the other side of the highway. Not too busy. No.
Single track?
Yeah, single track.
Rocky? Would you say it's a green run?
We had some greens and blues in the morning, and then it turns intermediate advanced over on the other side that we finished on.
Not like a big descent or anything, eh? Kind of like
no,
up and down.
It's you're on a plateau, so it's fairly flat. I would guess maybe 800 feet total climb with 20 something miles. You know,
fun though.
Yeah, it was awesome. Cool. He liked it. So.
Okay.
Yeah, fun trip. Okay. There you go. Beyond the trailhead.
Bam. Okay, what else we got? What are you mad about? Because I'm freaking mad.
Let's do some I'm mad.
Okay.
I'm as mad as hell, and I'm not going to take this anymore.
All right. Well, what are you mad about this week?
Corey, I am so mad at you right now.
Okay.
Like it almost like just, I'm almost bursting out of my skin.
Okay.
I'm so mad at you. Like there's a part of me that could just tear out my liver and like just wave it in front of you. I'm that mad.
I can eat liver.
Dude, what are you, Silence of the Lambs?
With fava beans?
See, now I just want to punch you like 100 times.
Are you mad because I mountain biked and skied all in the same weekend?
Was this last weekend?
No.
Well, dude, I had my son's college graduation.
Is that why you're mad?
No, I'm happy, dude.
Because he's growing up.
Yeah, now he's going to get a job. Why would I be mad?
I don't know.
Dude,
you're mad turned into I'm happy again.
This my income's going up.
Right.
I'm not mad. I'm the opposite of mad.
Good.
I know.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, that was easy.
Okay, what are you mad about?
The only thing, I mean, as of recently, I was mad at some of the people in the seating meeting for state tennis when we were getting ready to go play state tennis. I was a representative of our region up north, and I just feel like we don't get a respect.
Up north, eh?
And I think it's that way for every sport up here. Like
it is.
When you get into those meetings with people from the Boise and Southern Idaho regions, like you can have, like, for me, I had all my stuff straight to get my kids some good seatings because I know how good my kids are. I know how good the kids are down south too, and I know some of those kids, as far as like their rankings and stuff like that in the junior circuit, as far as like USTA and stuff like that. Nope, we don't play them, so they don't get to see us, and we don't see them. But
is that
I know
a way
where
to
some
fix this?
Well, I mean, it'd be a lot of travel. And
maybe that's
and
the way you fix it, right?
But
You got to go beat them a little bit, and then you get higher up in the.
With tennis, I don't know if we have to do that though. With
not working for you
with
now.
how many matches we have during a season, in our season so short,
It's
we're
short.
cramming a lot
I
of
know.
matches in a month and a half.
But dude, think about this: softball, they go down south.
Those sports are a little different.
I don't disagree with you, but again,
As far as-
if you want your max preps, ratings,
We don't have that for tennis.
You're not max prep.
No.
Okay.
So I'm not worried about the team
what are
rankings
you?
because that's the thing is like it's not a team ranking, it's individual.
I agree.
Right? So
Yes.
it's almost like I don't know if track goes down there or whatever, but it's almost kind of like that where you have your individuals playing their things
I think
for
track
a team
does go
sport.
down there.
Maybe they do. Probably for like a tournament or something. There's tournaments we could go do.
That's what I'm telling you,
Right?
Corey.
Well, I got closer tournaments around here that I could go play in Spokane and play just as good of teams. But they don't care about that stuff. And when I'm doing the seating meeting,
They don't care about a
they
tournament
don't care.
in Spokane.
So
they don't care.
You know what? I didn't say anything. I just stayed quiet the rest of the thing. And I just was thinking like, well, you know what? Put us where you want. We're going to go down there. We're going to bust some brackets.
Yeah, that's
We're
not a
gonna
bad
kick
thing. Who cares?
your
Just
rear.
go play.
We're
Yeah.
going to kick your butt.
Give them a motivational
And we did.
speech. What was your speech in the locker room?
We don't have a locker room. I told you this is not like
You don't have
this
a
is not
locker
like
room in
the other
tennis?
sports. No.
This is like pickleball.
What, you just meet down in the hotel lobby?
That's where you give them your motivational speech?
No, usually it's on the bus right before we exit.
Okay, well,
the
that's
bus.
not too bad.
right.
At least you don't have a locker room?
No. Usually it's like right before you hit the courts or on the bus, depending on where you're at, if you're home or away.
So when the kids
I
were
usually
there,
just say like, let's go out there and kick some ass.
kick some butt.
Yeah.
So the kids, I know they don't have jerseys, right? They have the like collared shirts, but is there
Yeah,
number?
I've got no.
there
There's
number
no
on the
numbers.
back?
There's no number. Now you're making me even more mad. Okay.
I'm
But
just
anyways, kids did well.
kidding.
Boys took second.
Dude, you had a
It was
great
awesome.
season. You had a great season.
First time the team's placed since 1976 at
Lots to
state.
be proud of, dude.
Yeah,
Super fun.
Oklahoma State champ.
I'm
And
kind of proud of you.
thank you.
I know.
Well, like any
Proud of the
coach would
Vikes.
say, I can't take credit.
You're as good as the kids are.
You're taking the credit when they lose or something like that, right? You're getting that, but then
Are you?
I don't know. I don't really lose, so I don't
okay.
see it much.
Wow.
But as of recent,
Okay.
but yeah, you just put the kids in the best position you can for them to be successful, right?
Of course.
And then it's up to them.
I agree.
And they did great, so I'm happy.
Okay.
Now
gotta-
you turned it on me. I went from
See,
I'm
you
mad
went
to
from-
happy.
you
Look
went-
at
you
that.
came
Full circle.
Okay.
There it is.
Jinx.
All right. Well, hey, if you guys need some merch, some cool hats, stickers, you got some stickers today.
You gave me some stickers. Yeah, I know. I'm
Get
going to
'em-
stick them up.
Get them from the shop. You can go in the
I'm going to
description.
put one of those decals like right here and just sew it in. And then you won't be able to talk.
Go in the description. We've got the links there for the shop. You can get what you need for some merch. Like and subscribe if you enjoy listening to the show. We appreciate you having us,
right,
and we
baby.
appreciate your time.
Show them your muscle twitching thing
We
again.
got there. Like and subscribe. Hit
do
the
that.
notification bell. Twitch your muscle. Twitch your Yeah. Do all that.
Okay.
All right. Well, keep your sticks on the ice.
Giddy up.